Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another edition of 10 Unedited Minutes with Marlena. Good morning. It is Thursday, June 11th, and this episode is sponsored by a very dear friend of mine who believes in the work I do, loves the work I do, and wants me to continue doing it. So they have graciously agreed to sponsor my podcast for 2 months. And I think of them every single morning. I'm so grateful for them. And I love them to death. And I do have another sponsor that I am going to be doing some fun things with here in the next couple weeks. I'm super excited about this one. But if you would like to sponsor my podcast, it is $25 a month, and that will get you mentioned at the beginning and end of each podcast, unless you don't want to be. Either way, whatever. If you're an individual, a small business, my podcast is gaining some traction. So yeah, $25 a month. Shoot me a message, or if you know me, you know how to get a hold of me. But let's get into it. I'm tired today, guys. If you've been listening to this podcast, you know that I have a daughter that is pregnant, and she is 7 months pregnant. Oh my God, that just scared me to say that. 23 weeks. Anyway, I think I'm pregnant. I'm not really pregnant, but I feel like I'm pregnant. Because this has not been an easy pregnancy for my daughter, and I am the mom that is constantly there for my children when they need me, and she needs me. And I'm beginning to think that maybe this is the reason God has not sent employment my way, because he knows I need to help my daughter get through this pregnancy. But you probably noticed I did not record an episode yesterday. She had an appointment in Columbus at Ohio State to get a ultrasound done of baby girl. And this was a body scan of my granddaughter. And I was lucky enough to go with my daughter and witness this ultrasound. And let me tell you what, guys, ultrasounds have evolved so much. The detail that they could see on my granddaughter through this ultrasound was unbelievable. Her heart, they zoomed in so close on her heart, you could literally see all 4 chambers of baby girl's heart. I saw her tootsies, I saw her nose, her mouth, her face. Oh my gosh, I just, fell in love. I cannot wait to snuggle this grandbaby. I think I'm more excited about it than anybody in the world. I don't know, but my heart grew a little bit yesterday after seeing that ultrasound, and I just can't wait. I just cannot wait. It's just going to be a beautiful thing. And the other thing I was thinking about as we're looking at the heart on that ultrasound is just the miracle that is going on inside my daughter's uterus right now. That baby's definitely a gift from God, and he is doing his magic, and it's just astonishing to me. But anyway, so that's what we did yesterday, and we had a lot of information thrown at us, and it was very overwhelming. So what did we do afterwards? We went and got lunch and went thrifting. What else calms you down, right? So it was a lot of fun. We went to this new restaurant, I guess you can call it, Swanson's. It's in Upper Arlington, and it's one of those that you drive up, they come out to your car, take your order, and then put a little hook a tray to the window of your car, and you sit in your car and you eat your lunch. It was the coolest experience. My daughter thought it was amazing. I've been to places like that before, but it was just a lot of fun to experience that with with my daughter, and we had a good day. But I'm exhausted. I've 2 trips to Columbus this week for her, and God, I don't even know. I'm ready for the weekend, guys. We are going camping this weekend. So that's what today is going to be, is getting ready, getting the camper ready, getting it packed, doing a couple forms of maintenance on it, getting things secured around the house so we can go for the weekend. And I've got a big day ahead of me. But what I wanted to get into today is a documentary that I watched last weekend. And as I said in an earlier podcast, I get sucked into these documentaries, and I think about them for days, weeks, months. It's crazy to me, some of the stuff you can learn on a documentary. But the one I watched over the weekend that is still on my mind is called The Plastic Detox. And this documentary is about microplastics and how we use them every single day and how they affect our body. And it specifically focused on how it affects human reproduction. And the reason this resonated with me so much was I struggled with infertility early on in our marriage. No, I'm not pregnant. I want to stress that. Probably should not have said that in the beginning of this podcast. I am not pregnant right now. But when my husband and I first got married and decided we wanted to have children, we struggled with infertility. And I was kind of reflecting on that period before I went on this podcast to talk about it. And looking back, what we struggled with was a drop in the bucket compared to what some couples are struggling with in terms of infertility. It was me. It wasn't my husband that was the issue. I have PCOS, and it was just hard for me. So I took infertility medicine. I took a pill. And it was funny because I took this, I can't even remember what it was called, but I took this pill, and it was supposed to give you like this burst of whatever hormone makes you ovulate. And I took it for like 3 months, tried to get pregnant, didn't get pregnant. I stopped taking it because my husband held our health insurance and they stopped paying for it. So I stopped taking it, and the very next month I got pregnant. And the first time we got pregnant ended in a miscarriage for me. I was 10 or 11 weeks pregnant, and just the heartbeat just didn't come. And then the next one was Hannah, so who is giving me these beautiful grandbabies right now. And anyway, as we were struggling with that infertility, it was difficult. It was hard for me. I knew how bad my husband wanted children. That man loves kids. To this day, he loves kids. And I wanted to give that to him, and I wanted to share that with him. And while you're going through infertility, it is the shit that goes through your head is crazy. You know, just hearing about somebody getting pregnant that didn't want to get pregnant and can set you off, you know, like that would upset me. And it was hard, but looking back on it now, it made me, you know, appreciate my kids more and not take that for granted. And we got through it. And anybody else that is dealing with infertility right now, there is another side to it. And for most people, that other side is having a child. And I hope that on everybody that's dealing with it. So, in saying that, the Plastic Detox documentary, it was spearheaded by a scientist, Louis Saihoyos. I can't say her name. But anyway, she studied the effects of these microplastics on people struggling with infertility. And I believe it was 6 couples that they followed for, I want to say, I don't remember how long it was, either 6 months or a year. And they tested all the tests about infertility. And then they started going through their houses, and she started picking out everything that was microplastic, that was made from microplastics in their house. You would not believe the things that are made from microplastics in our home. Saran wrap, our clothes. So microplastics was invented, I don't even know how long ago it was, in the mid 1900s. And I think the first thing it created was plastic wrap for food. But those little microplastics can flake off, and it gets in our food. And when scientists were able to analyze placentas of women that already had their baby, they found these microplastics in that placenta. They analyzed breast milk of a mom. They found these microplastics in her breast milk. We all probably have microplastics in our bodies right now, and it's not good. So what they did in this documentary was they cut out as much as they could, right? So even what struck me was their bottle of deodorant. They bought all natural deodorant that was packaged in cardboard. I've used it before. I love all natural deodorant, but even the plastic container it's in is harmful. They took out, they stopped using plastic bags. They stopped using Ziploc bags. They stopped using cleaning agents that were packed in plastic bottles. Just anything that was plastic that they could cut out, they did. They stopped buying food wrapped in plastic. And at the end of the experiment, she retested everyone. And mind you, most of these couples have been struggling with infertility for years. Yes, years. So they cut out all these microplastics. They ran the same studies on them. And a lot of it was in the male. They studied their sperm count. And a lot of them, in the beginning of the experiment, their sperm count was so low that they were deemed borderline infertile. So then they tested in the middle of the experiment, didn't see much difference in the sperm count, and then tested at the end. And the reason they tested again obviously they tested again at the end, but the time frame was a male produces new sperm, I think she said every 70 days. So at the end, they retested all these men, and all of them, their sperm count increased. Some of them, it wasn't a lot, but if it went from 1% to 2%, that's 100%. It was unbelievable, astonishing how it changed in these couples. And guess what? At the end of the documentary, they did a Where Are They Now? Half of the couples got pregnant and had a successful pregnancy and now have a child. Half. Really makes you think. Microplastics is in our clothes. That's the one thing that stuck with me the most, was polyester is made from plastic. So I don't know, I've been on this kick lately to try to find all natural clothes made from all natural fabrics, 100% cotton. I don't know if I can wear wool. Wool is very itchy, but 100% cotton is the biggest factor. I can't think today. I don't know why, but anyway, I'm stammering now. So the documentary was very informative to me. It's the one that I'm still thinking about, 4 days later. And as I'm thrifting yesterday, I'm looking at tags going, is this 100% cotton? Does this have polyester in it? all these good things. So I don't know, man. Take a look at it, watch it, let me know what you think. We're gonna hop off here. Ooh, we went to about 15 minutes today. This is a long one. Anyway, I'm gonna get busy, get ready to go camping, and enjoy my family this weekend. So freaking excited. I love you guys. Thank you for listening to my ums and ramblings and all this good stuff. I truly do not edit these podcasts. I just record for 10, now 15 minutes and just post it. I don't care. So I love you. Pray for me. I will definitely pray for you. And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.